Have you ever seen a bear walking upright like a man who just got out of a bar? Or this fascinating flamboyance of flamingos? What about a 1,000-year-old green snake covered in algae? We also have a seagull caught on camera doing the evil, mad scientist laugh, and a mysterious magical waterfall that defies the basic laws of nature. Luckily, some of the bizarre and indeed one-in-a-million moments were caught on camera by those who just happened to be recording at the right time to share these crazy moments for the world to see. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Forever Green. Today we're going to show you 50 of the most jaw-dropping moments, if not recorded, you'd find hard to believe. Stick around to the end if you want to see how sea turtles sleep underwater. Let's dive in. Mount Semeru erupting. Mount Semeru in Indonesia has been known to erupt occasionally, but this time the biggest eruption the locals have experienced was caught on camera. The eruption formed a volcanic ash cloud that's fascinating as well as terrifying. Locals were left scampering. You don't want to get covered in those.
Ya Allah, Buri Allah.
The trust bond. Bulls are known to be aggressive. Those that have ever been to the rodeo would understand what I mean. But it seems this bull is one of the meekest out there, allowing the boy to climb on its back even after some failed attempts. Things we love to see. Lenticular cloud changes shades over a mountain. This has got to be the most fascinating thing you'll ever see. The lenticular cloud couldn't have picked a better canvas to dazzle. The cloud was captured displaying all its beautiful shades at different times. You gotta love Mother Nature. She's such an artist. Take a moment to soak in this rare sighting. Bear walking upright. Somewhere in a zoo in Laos, this guy captured something extraordinary. He saw a young bear walking on two legs. Of course, the bear could simply be goofing around, or maybe he just wanted the guy to know he's got a few tricks of his own. Either way, I'd pay top dollar to see this bear do that again. That guy definitely got more than his money's worth at the zoo. The gorgeous Acryoptera. You may think that all stick insects look like sticks, right? I mean, what's the essence of being a stick insect and not looking like a stick? It definitely defeats the purpose. But these newly discovered Madagascar endemic stick insects are changing the status quo. They must feel looking like a stick all the time is boring and decide to come out colorful. This guy right here is what their males look like, and it dons this color to attract a female. Incredible! Dancing like no one's looking. Who knew Grizzly could be quite the party star? This bear cub was caught boogieing it down after what must have been a really healthy breakfast. He's such a bundle of joy. I guess if you look well enough, you'll find some warmth beneath the seemingly grumpy and menacing appearance of others. Flamboyance of flamingos. Every breeding season, flamingos put on this flamboyant, well-choreographed display for mating rituals as well as raising their young. The flock also migrate together in search of food and look so darn good at it. You could say there's strength and beauty in their numbers. Like a piece in an orchestra, each bird plays its part to give its masterful display. Wild animals never kill for sport. You know how we believe predators would pounce on prey at any given time and prey flee at the bare sight of predators? Well, it turns out that always isn't the case. In this clip, an infrequent and unthinkable event happens. The leopard in this video somehow seems more interested in drinking from the watering hole than feasting on what could have been a pretty straightforward catch. But surprisingly, even the deer didn't seem to mind having the leopard around. Judging by the fact that leopards are solitary hunters, it's safe to say wild animals don't kill for sport, and here's proof. Monkey caught dozing on a tree. Ever wonder if animals also wish the nights could be longer? You know how you feel when you get out of bed to get ready for the new day, even when you know you need more sleep. This one monkey could use a couple more hours of sleep before setting out for the day. I just hope he doesn't fall off the branch. It'd be pretty nasty. Trust me, I've been there before, and no, it wasn't from a treetop. Crow shares food with rat. Crows and rats obviously wouldn't get along well, especially not in this bird-eat-rodent world. But it turns out there's still some good out there. This crow was caught on camera sharing its food with a rat who would love to have a bite too. The crow was seen taking a small chunk to the rat that was obviously too scared to come too close to the crow. This has got to be one of the sweetest things on the internet today. Rainbow waterfall. Rainbows are undoubtedly beautiful, but have you ever seen a rainbow waterfall? Well, you're looking at it now. This never-before documented spectacle occurred when high winds at just the perfect time of day and sunlight bounced off the Yosemite National Park waterfall, creating a 2,400 feet tall spectacular phenomenon. Ducks feed fish. Nothing to see here, just a bunch of ducks feeding some nearby fish. These ducks took the job of feeding the fish so seriously that one would think someone had put them up for it. Their spirit of sharing is highly commendable, though. Cock takes crowing to another level. Either this cock forgot how to crow, or he's practicing being the next Enrico Caruso. The tenor-singing cock wasn't gonna let go of his dreams, so he practiced hitting those high notes till he almost ran out of breath. It's not every day we see something like this. Mandarin duck got moves. After watching some of Michael Jackson's tapes, this Mandarin duck was caught on camera trying to perfect his moves, but I think he's doing the moonwalk wrong. Killer whale feeds birds. So far, we've seen birds share their food with other animals. In this video, however, it's a killer whale returning the favor. Although its name and antecedents precede it, this killer whale has been seen regurgitating, trying to feed the birds around who probably came to visit but stayed at arm's length. Was he being nice too, or was it all to bait them? We see what you're trying to do there, smart fins. A flock of turkeys circle dead cat. Another weird occurrence we've been lucky to record is one right here. A flock of turkeys circling around a dead cat that died in the middle of the road as if it were passing on ritual for the cat. But shouldn't they hold stuff like this for their own? I guess we'll never know until we finally crack the code to speak to turkeys. Venus flytrap vs. slug. And now you're about to watch an epic battle to death between a Venus flytrap and a slug. The slug unknowingly crawled its way into trouble, and as soon as it was trapped in the flytrap's mouth, it knew it had to get itself out fast. Luckily for the slug, the Venus flytrap isn't equipped for such slimy prey, so the slug was able to wiggle its way out. Better watch where you step next time, buddy. Sleeping sea turtle. If you're anything like me, you'd imagine turtles looking for a nice rock to sleep under. But we've both got that terribly wrong. Turns out turtles could pretty much sleep anywhere underwater as long as there's no danger around. But did you also know they could sleep for up to 7 hours, constantly going to the surface for some air and resuming their sleep? Lions' retractable claws. This is a rare clip showing how lions keep their retractable claws sheathed and how they whip them out when it's time for action. Is that a child? From what initially looks like a child playing in the snow, it turned out to be a cute-looking, snow-ready monkey. Who knew all it took for a monkey to transform into a child was just some pair of winter jackets, a scarf, boots, and gloves? The weird video of a pet monkey was captured in Russia. You could tell how excited the monkey was about the whole experience, tasting the snow and walking like a child. Before we move on to the next extraordinary event, we have a quick challenge that'll just take 10 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. Leave a like, smash the subscribe button, and turn on notifications, and you'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Try it, it actually works. Car wheel completely frozen. This driver must be straight out of the Fast and Furious franchise, as he was seen driving his car with a frozen wheel. The back wheel kind of transformed into a snowmobile track wheel. We must really commend the car and the driver for being determined to get home before dinner got cold. Seal sleeping underwater. Unlike the sea turtle taking a nap out in the open ocean, this seal was captured taking what must be a well-deserved nap in a pretty secluded spot in the midst of some kelps. Look how adorable they are when they sleep. They look nothing like the munching predator that they are during the day. Pigeon makes grand entrance. Here we see a pigeon making quite the entrance to a feeding frenzy. Who knew pigeons could dive bomb so elegantly? Man mimics monkey. This man must have visited the zoo so often to be able to replicate the monkey's every move. We must say that man is literally as agile as a monkey. Millions of migrating butterflies. What you're watching is millions of monarch butterflies migrating in the Biosphere Reserve. The beautiful exodus was caught in slow-mo and the result is simply breathtaking. Octopus displays defense mechanism. This octopus goes from looking like a piece of trash down in the ocean to a really terrifying blob of flesh. Experts claim these particular octopus species deploy this tactic to ward off predators. And I must confess, it definitely had me scared. So I guess it would work on predators too. A huge storm invades Campinas. This incident happened in the area of Campinas, Sao Paulo, Brazil. The enormous storm covered most of the city as if the clouds were about to unleash their wrath. You don't want to get caught in that storm. Cute snake drinks from glass. Here we see a glittering snake drink from a glass cup offered by a really nice person. If we humans can extend such love to all animals, the world would definitely be better for it. Day and night at the same instance. While traveling on the northern seas, these sailors recorded insane scenery that can't be seen anywhere else in the world. They witnessed day on one side of the sea and night on the other. The experience was topped off by the sighting of a mesmerizing supermoon. We're grateful to these guys for sharing such awesomeness with the rest of the world. Pangolin climbing a tree. Pangolins are remarkable creatures. Here you're watching how they climb trees. It's kind of like carrying out a military drill. Better watch out, Ethan Hunt. The pangolins are coming for you. Cat and horse share friendship goals. Some cats may be pesky and might not get along well with other pets around the house, but not this guy. He's best friends with a horse, and both have been seen serving us friendship goals. From grooming the cat to offering it a ride on its back, these guys have surely built a solid bond. Amazing bee curtain. This isn't some visual illusion. What you're watching are just bees shimmering like a disco ball called a bee curtain. Apiologists explain that they come together to form layers in order to protect a more vulnerable brood against predators. They even produce a chemical that emboldens them and makes them stick together. You don't want to mess with these guys. Aurora. This remarkable display of colors in the sky is known as aurora borealis. These colors result from the collision between electrically charged particles released from the sun and some kind of collision with nitrogen and oxygen. Sea lions send humans off the beach. You'd be wrong if you thought animals would put up with our crap without ever getting back at us. These sea lions decided to clear out the beach for themselves by giving the humans a little scare. Who knows what those guys must have done to tick off the seals like that? Turtle snap-up pigeon. Turtles usually come off as slow, timid critters, incapable of hurting a fly. Maybe that's why this pigeon didn't think too much of it when the turtle headed in its direction. Out of the blue, the turtle grabbed the pigeon and took it underwater, but I'm sure they aren't going for swimming lessons. Seagull laughs victoriously. After a hard-fought contest between this pair, the seagull was seen having the last laugh, the kind an evil genius or mad scientist would give after successfully coming up with a plan to stop their archenemy. The seagull must have really enjoyed this win. Snake covered in algae. The snake looks nothing like a snake. It seems more like a rope that had somehow sprung to life, but this is a rare event of a snake being covered in algae. The only thing that gave it away was its forked tongue. This guy seriously needs a day at the spa or a good old snakeskin shedding, and he's good as new. The dancing snail. What you're watching is a snail grooving happily like a child on its way back from the park. The snail looks like it was making a video for TikTok. Who would have guessed snails got moves too? Rising rainfall. Instead of falling, as the name suggests, this waterfall was caught rising. Experts say this rare event happens when the magnitude of the upward speed of the wind is equal to the force of gravity. All that science stuff isn't going to take away the awesomeness of this phenomenon. A sad ant. These guys were recorded trying to help each other onto a leaf, but nothing prepared us for what happened in the end. After assisting his buddies to the leaf, the last ant was ignored by the others, making him pretty sad. You don't need to see his face to know how he feels. His body language says it all. We've all been there. Dog hugs his pal. This dog was caught sharing a warm hug with his pal. They look as jolly as friends from a Disney movie. Look at how happy that dog is. He surely missed his pal. Merganser running on water. After this merganser was let go, it was so keen on leaving the place it didn't mind running on water to make a break for it. Did you see how fast it went? I thought only superheroes could do this. This guy could do a 90 and a 55. Hope he doesn't get a ticket though. Crow skiing. Who said birds don't know how to have fun in the snow? This crow was recorded skiing on a rooftop. Maybe it's practicing for the next Winter Olympics, or perhaps it's just enjoying a private vacation on a snowy roof. Either way, it seems to be having a lot of fun. Tardigrade eating a piece of algae. Tardigrades are known to be practically indestructible, but this is a rare clip of a tardigrade eating a piece of algae. The tardigrade looks to have had plenty to eat, but he couldn't stop and struggled to gulp the algae for a moment there. Slug makes water droplet disappear. This slug pulled off one of the oldest tricks in the magician's playbook by making this droplet disappear. Scratch that! He simply needed a drink but got slapped hard by the water droplet due to surface tension. Must be hard being a slug. Mammatus cloud sighting. This is a sighting of mammatus clouds. These wondrous clouds are pretty common in an area that's experienced a tornado, kind of like nature's way of saying sorry for the damage caused. Fish swimming upstream. These fish are giving you a reason not to give up no matter what you might be going through. They're really determined to swim upstream against the tide. Such determination is commendable. Snail does the seemingly impossible. If the fish didn't motivate you enough, here's another clip for you. You're about to witness what is nothing short of impossible. This courageous snail wasn't going to let the wide gap between where it was and where it needed to be deter it from moving. The snail showed a lot of grit to get over to the opening. Way to go, champ! Moose walks on water. Nothing to see here, it's just a moose defying the laws of gravity. This moose was recorded walking on water. If you feel this is too good to be true, consider that the video was captured by guys on a boat. This moose must definitely know something we don't. However, some experts have explained that this was possible because the lake has a shallow marsh that could allow you to walk on if you're fast enough. This moose is one heck of a speedster then. So guys, we've come to the end of another exciting episode of Forever Green. Which one of these moments is most remarkable to you? Let us know in the comments below, and oh, I think these awesome moments deserve a like. So smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking videos. See you in the next one.